Today we're at the Magione circuit in Italy where we are testing the beautiful 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO against the Shelby Cobra 427. Now very few people will ever drive a 250 GTO, let alone push the car to the limits on the track. I could be wrong, but I believe only 39 were ever made, thus making the car incredibly valuable. One example was bought for $38.1 million, and I've read of others being on the market for nearly $60 million. Thankfully, this simulated 250 GTO came in the Ferrari 70th anniversary DLC pack for under $10. It was actually the first car I drove from the pack, and initially I found the car had extreme amounts of understeer and just overall very low grip. On cold tires, the car would slide around at 40-50 kilometers an hour, and you really had to get the tail out just to make it around the corners. Assetto Corsa has since updated this car, and it's a big improvement. Sure, it has the understeer. I mean, the front tires are basically pizza cutters. You still can slide around corners and have fun, but the latest version just feels much more planted to the track. The vintage tires are nice because they heat up quickly and have a very wide operating window, so you don't destroy the tires by sliding the car around. Now, I'm not a historical buff on the 250 GTO, so I was surprised at just how quick it is. Ripping down the back straight at 200 kilometers an hour is pretty good for a car from 1962. Mind you, it does have 300 horsepower and it's very light at just around 2,000 pounds without fuel. So it's time to find out how fast we got around the track. We did adjust the setup and tire pressures, put 50 liters in the tank, and gave it a go. Next we have the Shelby Cobra 427. While it doesn't compare in value to the 250 GTO, it's still an incredibly rare and expensive car worth millions of dollars in some cases. While the Ferrari is number one on many people's most desirable cars list, I personally prefer the Cobra between the two. I've just always liked the looks of the Cobra, which as we know started life as an AC Ace, and then Carroll Shelby stuffed a big Ford American V8 in it, and that Ford V8 427 with the side pipes makes a great sound. And it's just no secret there's a huge power advantage over the Ferrari, and the weight of the car isn't much more either. As for the driving impressions, it was immediately apparent that the Cobra had a much better front end. And I didn't even make any setup changes at all, and I could immediately feel the handling and that the car was fast out of the box. There's definitely more tire under the Cobra, but its overall balance is just much better. Whether it's slow speed or high speed, and even the grip out of the corners is better. Now I expected the straight line performance, and I expected some better slow speeds grip, but I didn't expect such a better handling car overall, and it didn't take long to realize the Cobra would be faster. But by how much? Let's find out. So regardless of personal preference or real-life accuracy and performance, in Assetto Corsa, the Shelby Cobra slaughters the Ferrari 250 GTO. But that doesn't take anything away from the GTO. It's a fabulous car to drive, and in some cases it's more enjoyable than the Cobra. The only gripe I had was when I attempted a quick race, I found the AI was lapping 3 seconds slower than I could run in the Ferrari, even at 100% AI strength. So I don't expect any enjoyable offline races against the Cobra, as the Shelby's just so much faster. If you enjoyed the comparison, please subscribe, and stay tuned as we have another Ferrari versus Ford showdown coming in the near future, and thanks for watching.